Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a mid-rank madness game sent to SniperMonkey. Email address in the description. It's going to be TranQ versus Bill here on Post-Youth, the latter edition. Very, very weird map. I'm interested to see how ZVZ plays out on this map. So bottom left, it's going to be Bill. Top right, it's going to be TranQ. It's going to be red versus blue. It's a ladder game. And SniperMonkey says he did not receive any mid-rank madness submissions for the last couple of weeks or so. So if you want me to cast your mid-rank madness game, just make sure it's platinum, gold, or diamond level. Send it to SniperMonkey at the email address in the description with the subject of mid-rank madness. He'll watch it guaranteed. And I will probably cast it because there are so few submissions these days. So, hatch firsting inside his main base here at this weird combination of regular minerals and high-value rich mineral field minerals is Bill, and TranQ is as well, a little bit earlier than Bill. I think it was a 17 hatch versus a 16 hatch here. And I think it was maybe Dark versus Rogue on this map from, I want to say it was going to be a GSL match that I watched. And yeah, so defending this ramp is very, very important in this matchup here. So, extractor pool, good job saturating it. Oh, two, or is that a mistake? Or are we really wanting to saturate with two drones? Oh, so TranQ does it as well. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so now we're putting another drone on, so we have 3 drones in the extractor. Oh, Kerrigan portrait for TranQ. Very, very good. Wait, hold on. What? Why? Why? Why are you sending your drones there? Oh my gosh, an early third and a ZVZ? That... Scout it. Are we scouting it? Are we scouting it, Bill? No. But who gets an early third at like 2 minutes in a ZVZ? Ah. I'm worried for you, TranQ. I am so worried for you here today. What's the play, man? Still, TranQ. 2 drones inside your extractor. You have enough. You have enough gas for metabolic boost. This is freaking me out, man. What do we got here, my dude? What is the play? What are we even looking at? What are we thinking about? Well, we're going to lose this Overlord, which is a problem. Dude, you have to get speed. You have to do it. Bill has speed. Okay, almost. Bill almost has speed. Tell me this is not just a game where Bill makes like 20 speedlings. TranQ doesn't have anything to deal with it because he's been droning his absolute face off. Look at this guy. 6 drones at a time. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Defending this. Defending this is important. But defending this, what this doesn't give you access to is the third base not dying, right? That's the concern here. So Lings are busting out. Oh, these drones aren't even rallied in. He's like, how do I wall? How do I wall this? This is the one time that Zerg players have to wall. Oh my gosh, these drones. This hatch does not have a rally for these drones. TranQ is having some problems here, man. Bill's just doing regular stuff. Bill's like, I got 2 bases. I'm getting a Baneling nest. I've got speed for my Lings. Got about 26 workers. Gonna Baneling bust the crap out of this here Zerg player. And, oh, hang on a second. There's creep over here? What the what? He comes over and says, everybody die! So third base is gonna die here. Not honestly a huge problem for TranQ, I don't think. The bigger concern here is that he's gonna get his butt Baneling busted here. Man, how much gas do you need for what? He is getting a Roach Warren. Okay, so the man's getting a Roach Warren. But is it going to be enough is the question. Bill says, well, if I take a third base and I kill my opponent's third base, that's pretty good. TranQ is making drones down here at this third base. Oh my gosh, man. Why? Oh, is he going to get spared? He's like waiting for the broodlings to expire, and then we kill the drones. What is this? It's another drone? Dude, TranQ is struggling so mightily here. Like, this is not even working for him at all. So look, the man has exactly 2 queens and a spine. That's it. That's his entire army today for TranQ. against 22 lings. There's a baneling nest, which is not being used at all. Dude, make some banelings. Bust this. Spines don't have a ton of HP, man. Here we go. Bane's coming in. I love there's an Overlord parked here from TranQ. He sees exactly what's happening. I know he does. He does further wall back here. He's like, all right, we got it. What did I say? Defending this is incredibly important in ZVZ. But also make some stuff. He's not making any roaches at all. All right, well, Spine dead. Fade leg. Connecting on stuff. Secondary evolution chamber. Queen doing her very best. She's got 4 kills here, but she is going to die. All right. Well, she's dead. There's a handful of lings inside. I mean, the problem is there's nothing here to defend this at all. 12 roaches are on the way. Hold on a second. Hold everything. 12 roaches just completely changed this game. Ooh, very nice, man. But Bill's at 44 workers. Bill has his own Roach Warren. He's getting Glioma Constitution. Ooh, he's a Hydra Den too, with a range upgrade. Nice. So, here's the thing. Roach versus Roach, whatever. But Roach with Roaches that have Hydras supporting them, that's a lot more interesting. Because the Hydras back there are providing a ton of DPS. With the Roaches in front tanking for them, this can be really, really good. Oh, this reminds me of a video I watched with one of my favorite casters, StarCraft, back in the early 2010s. Anyway, he taught me that. I missed that guy. I should go back and watch some of his videos. Is his channel still around? I don't know. Baneling's making some nice connections. Yeah. Okay, a bunch of roaches die, but see, this is the problem with Hydras. If they're taking direct hits from these roaches, they die real easy. They need some roaches to tank and buffer for them. Army value is 28 to 18. TranQ. Oh, this is a crazy game. What a great comeback here from TranQ. You should be honestly getting a third base behind this, probably, but he's really just making roaches. Look at these Hydras, man. See? They just die so easy. Creep Tumor's dying. Ling's trying to fight here. There's 1-1 upgrades from TranQ as well, which is crazy good. No armor or attack upgrades at all for Bill, which means these roaches are a lot wrong. This positioning. When did TranQ turn into friggin' Dark all of a sudden? He's been pretty bad for the first 7 minutes, and then suddenly he's microing his roaches like he's rogue. I mean, my gosh. Okay, so yes, finally Bill pops out enough stuff to deal with this. Where is this other army value that you're talking about? There are 15 roaches back here just hanging. This might have been a bad rally situation for TranQ. He was microing so hard that he didn't reinforce his units across the map. Oh, now he's sending them across, but dude, is it too late? Is it too late? He's giving Bill a chance to build up his army. Ooh, and get a lurker den. That's some interesting stuff here, too. And didn't get a third base during the attack, and Bill's third base never actually died, and it's 43 to 25 workers. Yeah, man, TranQ. All right, upgrades are still benefiting him right here, but look, see how these Hydras are allowed to sit behind the roaches, deal tons of damage, but see when the roaches start dying, you got to fall back a little bit. More roaches. Also, lurkers will completely shut this down because lurkers eat roaches for breakfast. That's why once you get into lurkers in this matchup, roaches are just not viable anymore. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. +1 missile attack is on the way from Bill. I don't want to say he's getting no upgrades because he is. He's working on it. And then let's see how fast. Lurker Den is done. How fast are you going to fire up some lurkers here? They're expensive. You don't have a ton of gas for them, but let's go. Let's make a couple lurkers. Just a couple lurkers can be a big thing here. Ooh, nice snipe on that Overseer, too. I like that. He didn't just A move onto it either. Notice, he got under the Overseer, move commanded under, and then attacked it. And so, boof. Awesome. All right, what do we got? Lurker, lurker, lurker. Yep, that's what I said. Can't make a lot of lurkers with 200 gas, but let's go. Dude, TranQ has 1,700 gas he's sitting on right now. He's not even fully saturating his main with drones or his second base or his third base. Yeah, he kind of messed up. Kind of messed up his saturation on his drone levels here. Honestly, I'd pull some workers off of gas and put them on minerals at this point, which he might have done because these aren't fully saturated extractors. I don't know. He's getting his own Hydra Den, but he's so behind in tech. Yeah, once you come into an opponent's Zerg base and you see they have Hydras, just assume that they're going to be making lurkers. Right? If you assume they're making lurkers, they're probably making lurkers. And then they show up, and then you don't have lurkers, and it's so hard to deal with lurkers if you don't have lurkers, or like mutas, I guess. Oh, their detection. I'm not even any detection here from TranQ. Not a spore in the mineral line. Not an overseer to be seen. And these lurkers are just like, la, 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 la. Wait, did he kill one? No, he did not. Okay. So third base dies. And that's it's almost a GG, man. Dude, these lurkers, though. GG! Yes, Bill gets the win. Woo-wee. Lurkers here, getting some kills. 3 kills. 1 kills. Oh, come on. Better than 1 kills. 3 kills, 3 kills, 1 kills, 4 kills. Nice. Nice. So what a great little back and forth. That was fun. I'm going to go ahead and tack another ZVZ on the end of this for ZVZ fans who are like, aw, I wanted more ZVZ. Yes, we could do that. We can do that for you. So we'll check it out. But anyway, GG, man. I mean, that was a fantastic showing of how to play ZVZ there from Bill. He was just very, very normal, right? Just played this early ling pressure, a little bit of baneling bust, roaches behind it, into lurkers and hydras. Just he had a plan. He executed it. Got a little bit scary when TranQ brought some roaches over and was harassing and killing all of his stuff here at the third. But then TranQ screwed up by just not rallying his roaches over. I wonder too if he had the rally set, but he'd hard walled. No, that's not it. Okay, yeah, he just had roaches sitting up here. Well, maybe this is a little bit later than I thought. So if we go back a little bit more. So like when we are, yeah. So when this is happening. Yeah, he's not actually producing anything during this battle. And then he fires up 5 roaches. But yeah, he never hard walls here. He never gets his guys stuck. He never actually rallied his units anywhere but inside the base. Yeah, that's another thing you got to do. You really got to rally. If you're attacking someone and you're making units behind it, you're not macroing behind it, right? You're not expanding or getting more drones or anything behind it. If you're making attacking units, you want them to be part of that attack. You have to rally them across the map, and if you don't, you're in trouble. So there you go. 6,000 resources lost to 4,800 resources lost. GG. Way to go, Bill. Way to get that win. And again, send me your replays, okay? Falcon Paladin. Nope, SniperMonkey, rather. SniperMonkey's email address in the description. Subject, mid-rank madness. Right, cool. So that is going to be it for me today, if you're not watching the next one. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. It's going to be Serral versus Rogue today, here on Lightshade, the latter edition from Asus Rogue. Top left, it is Serral. Bottom right, it is Rogue. Nothing much better than a ZVZ between 2 elite Zerg players. I have no idea who's going to come on top here. It's hard to predict these things when it's a mirror matchup, I feel like, because all 3 matchups develop into a clown fiesta. Or have the potential to, right? Late game Zerg features Hydralisks, Vipers, Lurkers, and maybe Infestors? Maybe Mutalisks, maybe Corruptors, but Hydra Lurker Viper is the late game Zerg versus Zerg unit of choice, and oh, Rogue went for the pool first here, and Serral went for Hatch first. Ugh, so let's see how Serral is going to hold this off. Overlord scouting. No danger of being shot down by anything unless you wander too close to the hatch. Alright, so pool finishes, 6 lings on the way. I mean, you're not going to get this fast pool without getting 6 lings straight up. Oh, 2? 2 sets? Wow, okay, so prove me wrong here. Does he have another... He's got more larvae available. So 2 sets of lings, and getting an extractor up. This might just be a straight up build order loss, man. I mean, I guess Rogue is expanding behind this, so it's not like He's crazy late right now. This almost feels like a safety play from Rogue, right? In case Serral went for a like really super fast pool first, he'd be okay. He's not planning on being super aggressive with his lings. So at this stage, alright, I think Serral's ahead. Serral's hatch is done first, and in a mirror matchup, that matters immensely. When your second base gets up, right? If you get it up way before your opponent, significantly before your opponent, like there we go, it's now popping, and it's been running for a while for Serral. He's already got, what, 3 drones, 4 drones out here. Queen's almost already done. I mean, this is not looking good. Not looking good here for Rogue. Does he not have any lings at all? He's got 2 sets. Where are they? Oh, 2 rather. There's just 2 down here, but very strange. Where did those lings go? Why are they down here? I have a lot of questions about this game, as you can tell. Zergling just comes in for the scout. Oh, gets in there. Sees what's up. Sees no Roach Warren. Sees no second gas. Sees no quick lair. Sees no Baneling nest and says, okay, good. That is a good scout. Thank you for asking. Now, walling off here against potential incoming ling floods, though. Because recognizing that if your opponent doesn't have any tech whatsoever, they might have a bunch of lings. But no, Rogue has 2. That's it. That's all he's rolling with at the moment. So, bit of some mind games going back and forth here. I like this quite a bit from these players. Both players are now walling off, as a Roach Warren is already on the way from Rogue, and joining the party now is Serral. At 35 to 33 workers, Serral has a bit of an advantage. Right, he's got his, both players working off that 1 gas. We'll see if we start taking additional gases. There we go. Rogue's second and third gas on the way. And same thing here with Serral. So Link comes in, gets the scalp, sees the second and third gas, sees the full saturation on the second base here. And we're working on +1 missile. So we're going to see some Roaches, probably some Ravagers. It's usually not pure Roach. God, remember in Heart of the Swarm ZVZ when it was just Roach versus Roach? Because Ravagers didn't exist? Ah, that was a good time. So oversaturating his third base here. And there we go. Now putting drones into his gas. Still a bit oversaturated. But maybe like a spine crawler behind the wall. Or maybe saturating. Okay, now he's got the perfect number. Perfect number on both. An inject would be fantastic. There it is. And, ooh, gutsy third base here from Rogue. I like it quite a bit. Overseer comes in and says, you have a third base yet? No. So Rogue was behind. But you know what? Rogue's third base being about 40% complete before Serral takes his third. I like it. All right. So Rogue doing some really great stuff here. He had kind of an odd build to deal with some aggression that Serral never showed up with. And usually, if you have a build to deal with aggression that doesn't show up, you're in a lot of trouble, especially as a Zerg player. Because you're like, ooh, how many bases do I need exactly to stay alive here? And the question is usually more than you have. So, yeah, Roach is on the way. It's going to be some Roach versus Roach stuff. Not my favorite thing about SC2 is the Roach versus Roach shenanigans. They're here. Some of them are attacking these rocks. There you go. This guy's now joining the party. Creep spread pushing the right side. And honestly, all's well. All's well in Love and War. Both players killing these rocks. I guess they want to be able to get like a concave here. Like if someone's coming in to attack your third base, then being able to come down this ramp as a giant number rather than kind of squeezing through a small choke. Seems nice. Oh, they both leave them. Okay, so we're mirroring this real hard right now. It's 15 to 16 roaches. It's 50 to 48 workers. I mean, yeah, both players working on 2 at about the same time. Their +1 carapace is on the way. Rogues is a little bit faster, but it doesn't really matter, right? If both players +1 carapaces are done when it comes time for battle. It doesn't matter who was faster, right? So Serral decides to go for it. He's like, you know what? Never mind. Just pulling back. And if you're retreating into a situation like where there's this choking concave up and then following is very difficult for the Roach player. So that's why Rogue wasn't going through there. Hit that like button, by the way, if you're enjoying this ZVZ. Let me know that you like ZVZ by hitting the like button. I know I don't cast very many mirror matchups, but that's because the view counts on those are substantially lower than the other ones, but I do like to represent all of the matchups in StarCraft 2, so I do cast mirror matchups, as you know. So remember when I was like, it's not just roaches, is it? Oh, you know, it's just roaches. Absolutely. It's 36 to 21 roaches, though. What on earth happened? I guess Serral droned up a little bit harder. And now we get some Ravagers. Remember when I was like, we're not getting Ravagers. Derp. Herpa derp. Additionally, if you have a bigger army on the other side of the map, it doesn't matter. So the fact that there was a big advantage there in overall roach count here for Rogue doesn't really matter. And now, okay, now he's got the +1 Carapace, which Serral doesn't have. And he does have a slightly bigger army supply here, too. So there's a bit of a short window where he can get some value off where Serral doesn't have the +1 Carapace yet. But that window is shrinking, and it is shrinking, and it is shrinking. And I think Serral's just going to be able to keep Rogue at bay until that is done. And yeah, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Could that have been more perfect? Bam. Both players on even upgrades now. Actually, no, +1 or +2 attack finishes for Rogue. Okay, he has that advantage. +2 attack looking pretty fantastic here. Both players on the Carapace level 1 upgrade, but Defender's advantage kicking in here from Serral. He's got reinforcements coming quicker than Rogue can reinforce, and yeah, Serral's able to kind of win that just because his units get there more quickly. That's a free Ravager if ever I saw one. Dodging the Corrosive Bile quite nicely, and +2 attack for finishing up for Serral here. Now, so yeah, army supply 96 to 79. Serral's got a big time advantage. Now the question is, right, for ZVZ, can you just beat your opponent with Roach Ravager with superior numbers and better micro and stuff? If you can, that's what you just keep doing that, right? But eventually it comes to the point where like I can't. My plan to do that is not working. I need to start teching into something else. You can tech into Mutalisks in this situation because how much of this stuff shoots up? Nothing. I mean, sure. Technically, Corrosive Biles shoot up, but not really. Not against Mutalisks, who are too fast and can dodge Corrosive Biles very, very easily. Overseer comes in and just checks the gas saturation. Ooh, contaminates a hatchery. And escapes. Doesn't even have Overlord speed. Tunneling Claws. And Burrow. Ooh, okay. Alright. This is looking a little bit interesting from Serral now. Some Burrow stuff could be really nice. It is something of a staple in ZVZ as Serral takes a 4th base about this 11 o'clock position here on Lightshade. And over here, I mean, Rogue's just kind of doing boring old Roach Ravager. So Serral's more interesting. Does that mean he's going to win? I don't know. I don't have that answer, that's for sure. But yeah, Tunneling Claws and Burrow, and Rogue's just going to max out on Roach Ravager. Yeah, there you go. I mean, we're 5 Ravagers on the way. 4th base from Rogue might be interesting here. Both of them maxed out on the +2 attack, missile attack, and +1 armor. +1 Carapace. Nice. Nice line of Corrosive Biles to make sure that Overseer had nowhere to go. And actually going +2 ground Carapace here is Serral, as he's maxed out. Both players going for Overlord speed. A bit of a snipe there. Serral is supply blocked. Rogue is not after that Overlord kill somehow. ZVZ is a very interesting matchup for sure. And there's your 4th base from Rogue coming up now. But man, it is so far behind. Serral's is done. And Rogue's is about 20% complete. So, not good. Not good. C'est pas bon. As Le Français would say. And, oh, this group's like, oh, we were just hunting things here. Hunting some burrowed roaches, we were. Alright, so yeah, just everybody jumping on top of each other. As you see in ZVZ, these roaches are just trying to run. I mean, some of them are maybe going to die, but I don't know. I think a bunch of them are going to be able to loop back around and join up with the rest of their group, which is pretty nice. So 21 roaches in production here from Serral. Both players kind of able to max out and deal with their losses pretty darn effectively here. Man, and Serral in full retreat. But once again, Defender's advantage kicks in. He's got a ton of roaches popping like right now. But he doesn't... Ooh, some decent Corrosive Bile hits. You don't see a lot of those in CVZs. Okay, so Defender's advantage needs to be happening right now, but suddenly... Is it, though? Okay, coming in from the other side, regrouping with his rest of his friends. Rogue feels like he's got this. He is marching in hardcore. But +2 Carapace just kicked in for Serral. That's huge. Plus reinforcements coming in here as well. 5 of them left to join the party. Army supply is definitely higher for Rogue. Rogue wants it. Rogue wants this, but on the other side, Serral's burrowed roaches are getting some damage done as well. Is it enough? I'm not actually sure. Drones coming into fight, providing just a little bit of DPS, some extra damage to these roaches. That armor advantage is helping Serral kind of hold here, but reinforcements cruising across the map all the time. 50 to 49 workers. Army supply now 71 to 54 in favor of Serral, as he's able to benefit from the drones up here at this 4th base to have a little bit of a better economy and a little bit better macro capability right now. So Serral looking okay. That was scary. That was tight. For you Serral fans in there, let me know in the comments why you clicked this, right? Was it a Serral, because it's a Serral game, or because it's a Rogue game, or because you love ZVZ, or because you're just a Falcon Paladin fan and you watch everything that I cast, which I don't, I mean, I'm not sure anybody does that, right? I mean, everybody has a matchup they just hate watching. I will tell you, when I was merely a watcher of StarCraft 2 and not a caster of it, you know, I loved Husky, I loved HD, I loved StarCraft, I loved watching VODs. But, yeah, I really wouldn't watch PvT all that much, I'm going to be honest, back then. And TvT was not really my jam either. So even though the caster was great, if the matchup wasn't good, I just didn't have a ton of interest in it. So, anyway. Anywho, Rogue's at 166 supply. Nobody seems interested in going into Lurker Hydra. This is interesting. Usually at about, you know, right around here, 13, 14, 15 minutes, we start seeing that. I guess we're not quite to 15 yet. Perhaps I'm a little bit too antsy for that to happen, but 58 to 50 workers in favor of Rogue, even though the saturation levels look pretty good. I guess they're a little bit low on both the 3rd and the 4th base from Serral. Both players now have their 2-2. Rogue feels like he doesn't even need burrow or tunneling claws. He's like, don't hit me with that. I don't care. Changeling's continuing to scout around. He's like, is anybody going for a Spire? Because I'm going for a Spire. Or a Lurker Den, or I guess a Hydralisk Den first. Good scout. This is beautiful scouting. He ends up seeing the complete lack of tech. Rogue decides to go for Tunneling Claws and Burrow, but a big Mutalisk tech switch sure can be interesting in a ZVZ. Absolutely, absolutely. Who's going to take a 5th base first? Who do you think? I think Serral's going to take it here. I think this is probably a good place for a 5th. It's probably better than here, and his options are pretty limited. Oh, here. Right. No, that's what I said. Is that what I said? Here? Yeah, I said here. So that's probably going to be the expansion location. So an Infestation Pit comes in and a Spire. Man, if 20 Mutas showed up here, I think Rogue would just straight up die. But, oh, did he poke in and see the Spire? Oh, he saw the Spire. So he immediately tosses up a Hydralisk Den. Wow, that was a good scout. I saw him poke in here. I didn't think he got deep enough to see that, but he totally did. So now Serral's in. I gotta free up some of this supply mode, because my Spire is finishing. I can make about 11 or 12 Mutalisks, but because I'm supply blocked, I can't make 11 or 12 Mutalisks. It is a first world problem, to be sure. So Burrow Roaches, oh, look at this. Rogue going for the 5th, first of all, but not for long, because this is a dead hatch if ever I've seen one. Maybe unburrow and just hit it? I mean, you're letting it get stronger here for no reason. There we go. And yeah, I mean, just cha-chunk, and cha-chunk. 3 cha-chunks. I don't think that even got canceled. Bit of an attack here on Serral's 4th base. Gets rebuffed. Both players poking around the middle. Yeah, so Serral's got the Spire, but also upgrading to a Hive here. Lurker Den on the way from Rogue. All right, man, now that we know, if one player gets a Lurkers and the other one does not, it is super califragilistic, super mega bad for the player that didn't go Lurkers at all, because you try to go Ultralisks against someone who's got Lurkers, all of your Ultras die. End of discussion. Serral's getting a 5th base. Rogue is replacing the 5th base. Overseer's continuing to scout. It's just so hard to deny scouting in a ZVZ just because there's so little anti-air until somebody makes a Hydralisk Den or a Spire. It actually makes some mutas, you know? Super frustrating stuff. So, bit of a tech advantage here from Rogue with the Lurker Den done with the Hydralisks. But Serral's got the tech advantage in the form of a Hive where he goes for 3/3 upgrades and his own Lurker Den. Oh, he had a Hydralisk Den already. It's over here. Got it. Got it. Okay, so his Lurker Den is just incredibly late because the Rogue is already making Lurkers, actually. Also, it is just so hard to go anywhere without getting scouted in a ZVZ because, once again, you can't shoot down the Overlords and the Overseers that are constantly scouting everything. I mean, creep spread also, right? So Zerg knows how it feels to try to attack over creep and have the other Zerg player know you're coming 5 years in advance. Okay, so this is probably a sack your roaches to kill a hatch situation, which he doesn't have to do, but this thing dies too. Okay, that's huge, but Rogue coming into the 5th, just getting completely bypassing the 5th. Instead, going a bit for the front door here. This is interesting. Oh, he cancels and denies missile attacks level 3. It was very close. And armor level 3. Okay, this is appropriate levels of chaos now for a ZVZ. Serral's 5th base dies. Rogue gets into the main base of Serral fairly unmolested. Is he trying to take down the hive? Oh, that'd be huge. He can't get it, but that'd be pretty good nevertheless. So, yeah, both players end up losing a base. Rogue ends up losing 2, but gives, I think, almost as good as he's gotten here. Where are your over... It was just burrowed. Do you have an overseer? Okay, overseer coming back around to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, these roaches, your days are numbered. By that I mean you are dead. Alright, so Lurker's coming in. We haven't really seen Lurker play from anybody yet, but this is why you bring an overseer along. And then your burrow shenanigans don't work as well. Oh, gosh. Okay, so this group dying too. I feel like Serral's in pretty good control of this game. Yes, he did lose his 5th, but he killed Rogue's 4th and 5th. And they're still not back yet. There we go. So finally his 5th base comes back. Both players going for the Seismic Spines upgrade for their Lurkers. Adaptive Talons in production here too. Wow, Roach has got up into the main base. That was very, very sneaky from Rogue. I love it. I like it a lot, I do. I'm not sure about coming up this ramp. There's Lurkers and stuff, so yeah, Rogue decides not to attack there. Maybe instead attacking over here with his own Lurkers, but Corrosive Bile, I think, killed one. Maybe a Ravager there, too, but okay. Abject Chaos on display here. Both players just kind of going for it. But there's too many Lurkers from Rogue, I think, to really engage. Both players actually have a good number back here. Both players have that range upgrade. Firing at who knows what. Both of them have the Adaptive Talons, so they can burrow very quickly. Oh, focusing down? No, not going to happen. Thought about focusing down that Roach Warden. Couldn't quite pull it off there. Made the attempt, though. Rogue losing a lot of stuff here. Man, just attacking straight into 4 Lurkers like that is just brutal. Abject brutality there. That said, army value 111 to 79. Rogue has more workers, but technically more bases. Wait, no. Same number of bases. Same number of bases and more workers. Okay. So Rogue's doing fine. Do we not have Game Hard interface? We don't have the Game Hard interface here, do we? How tragic. Quel tragique. It can't be tragique in French, can it? Remember? Man. Just say an English word with a French accent, and that's the French word for it, and vice versa, right? Say the French word with an English accent, and that's an English word. Alright, so Burrow Roach attack. We've got this base going down real fast. Kind of feel like Serral has this game, right? 168 to 103. Look at the supplies, says Todd, speaking of French. And 33 drones dead. Ugh. Remember when Rogue had more workers like 4 seconds ago? I remember that. Now it's 37 to 19. And Rogue's in an extremely bad way. ZVZ again. It was so back and forth and up and down here. Again, it's not over, but when you have a 71 supply advantage on your opponent, no matter what the matchup is, you're probably going to be okay. Alright, man, I feel like this is a last-ditch effort from Rogue, but he instantly loses a Lurker for basically nothing. That's not a good trade. Resources lost are 32,000 for Rogue and 26 for Serral. And this is the dance, right? If it's the Ling Reaper dance in ZVT, it's the sideways cha-cha-cha that we get in ZVZ when it gets into the late game like this. I'm really surprised. There we go. Vipers are out. I was going to say, where are the Vipers? Serral has a couple, and that's a massive advantage because you can Blinding Cloud those Lurkers or abduct them into your Lurkers. That's pretty good stuff. Ugh, Lurker gets into Rogue. He needs that base to live, but he loses 6 more drones. Alright. So the Vipers haven't done anything yet for Serral. I guess they're trying to suck some energy off that extractor before they can do that. But, yeah, trying to Corrosive Bile down. these lurkers as well as he can. And Rogue diving, no. Pulling back, blinding cloud up. Yeah, that's it. Cyril is your winner in 21 minutes. Saw the writing on the wall. It's 50 to 23 total workers. It's 128 to 25 army supply. Yeah, absolutely. Just a brutal brutal loss there for Rogue. But ZVZ is a very, very tricky matchup. That is for sure. Man. Whew. All right, so that was pretty good stuff. Let's see how many units were lost. 36,000 for Rogue, 29,000 for Cyril. 44 drones lost, 22 drones lost for Cyril. 4 hatches lost for Rogue. I feel like that was the kicker there. They lost about the same number of roaches, about the same number of lurkers, but man, so 6 more lurkers and about 15 more roaches were lost for Rogue, and 32 hydralisks. Wow. Anyway, again, ZVZ is an absolutely pretty good. An absolutely pretty darn good ZVZ, I gotta say. So ZVZ fans, I hope you enjoyed that one. And yeah, Cyril comes out on top. I mean, it's really hard for me to be like, well, Cyril is obviously the better player than Rogue today. This is just one of those games where it's like a couple things go different and Rogue wins easily, right? I do wonder how much that early build from Rogue kind of messed him up, but there was a point he had more bases and more workers than Cyril did, and an upgrade advantage, so it couldn't have hurt him too poorly, right? I don't know. ZVZ experts, let me know in the comments what I'm missing here and why Cyril won. I mean, obviously killing 4 hatcheries, that was pretty much it. The goal is that. All right. Good stuff. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.